We are on the hunt today. We're heading into a boneyard for some axle parts that we've been talking about here on the channel. Last I left you guys, I had this idea about creating a budget junkyard built 31 spline axle for your Foxbody Mustang. But in order for us to accomplish that, we got to go pull some parts. We're about to hit the road. We're about to head out to the You Pull It yard.
Making their way, the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow.
I got cousin Paul. He has a haunted house he does every year. Pretty good at it too. Cousin Fred, what do you play at the haunted house?
Scream.
Oh yeah, you were the guy in the mask.
Yeah.
If y'all remember that Scream movie, that was pretty cool in the 90s. But yeah, these guys do a community service.
I've been doing it 20 years.
I should put that on the channel. Do y'all want to see it on the channel? It's kind of homemade. It's for the community, so it's just like it's like a charity thing. So. Well, we are here. We got all our tools, I think, to pull this axle out. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today. We got to make sure we bring enough water. I don't think we're going to be here too long, a couple hours, I hope. The Explorers that we're actually looking for actually aren't laying on the ground like they were last time. So if that's the case, I might have them try to maybe lift them up and put some blocks underneath of them. But I'm hoping the one we took a video of in the last one, the very first video that we were talking about, and that one's got the gears in it that we want. Let me grab my coffee, get paid up, walk on in. So at least they offer us a couple wheelbarrows, even though we got a dolly with us. It doesn't really matter. Junkyard picking is definitely one of my favorite pastimes. I used to walk through the yard with my dad and my uncle. It was kind of like a family thing. Back then, you used to go to the counter, and most of the times they would just pick the part for you. But the model has changed quite a bit in the past 10, 20 years, where they just lay all the cars out in order, and you go pick them. The junkyard model like this has their inventory cycle through quite often, as every week they're deleting a row and adding one. And that goes for all the brands. So you see new stuff quite often. But we're just trying to see if maybe there's an Explorer that came through early that we didn't see yet. There's one right here. And it's a V8. Look at that. You pop the hood. Oh, come on, bro. Y'all want to pull an intake? Oh, look at, ugh. Oh, that's so ugly. It's definitely an 8.8. That housing is just destroyed. And they can save $100 if I take the rotor and the caliper off, but come on. I mean, these bolts aren't too bad. And just pound them off with a hammer. We just saws all the sway bar. Let's see what kind of gear ratio it is. So the axle code is a D4. A quick Google search shows that it is a 373. Looks like we're dealing with some rust today again, boys. So here's the game plan. This is a 99, so this is P-heads. But we'll just saws all this stuff. You know, the sway bars, to try to actually, oh man, those U-joints, just to break them loose. What do you think, Paul?
Oh yeah, we'll get it.
We'll get it, let's go. Same time, cousin Fred gonna help us on the axle. Well, he'll be up here grabbing this lower intake, upper lower intake. We better check the other rows real quick. Just like I was talking about, cousin Fred up at the top, he's a genius at getting this stuff off. He'll have that off faster than we'll have this axle out. Pulled an axle before. This has a 373 gear in it. We're gonna get the better flange, we're gonna get the diff, and we're gonna get the actual gears from this. So we actually get $100 off the axle if we don't take the calipers and rotors with us. But I just talked to Chris up there at the guy, you know, the guy that checks us out, and he said if they're ruined and not usable, don't worry about spending time taking them off. We just will give you, we're not going to count that. Saw here, you know, we're not worried about the brake line. We're on the hump, baby. So we're off to our okay start, I guess. We got the sway bars, all 4 of them cut on each side. We're cutting some brake lines right now. We'll probably be able to just get to those drive shaft bolts. Those shouldn't be too much of an issue. You know, those usually just come loose and we'll end up saving a blade and some batteries or whatever. You know, this is a good demo blade from Bosch. So we're not really interested in the housing anymore. We're more interested in what's inside. A couple tires back here. See it rocking a little bit. We'll be all right. It's got a nice little spare in it. Shit, people didn't see that. Come Paul going underneath. You very well may or may not get it. I don't know. Teamwork makes the dream work. We just cracked all these loose. They were not easy. Just getting it off the leaf. Maybe able to cut them. I don't know. Technically, you're going to want to grab the flange from the drive shaft. And you're just working right along, aren't you, brother? Can't tell we done this shit a couple times, huh? Maybe a couple hundred. Ain't that right, Cub Fred? Yep. He's got a science on it. What is this called?
The Pipelator 6000.
The Pipelator 6000. Busting rusty bolts out, no problem. I don't even know what that shit came from. Like a shopping cart or something. I don't know. We salvage boys over here, boys. Oh, crap. Look at that mound of steel wheels over there. That thing's gotta be 50 feet high. I love junkyards.
Come on, guys, you ain't done yet? I already got my intake. Let's go.
Bitch. We could probably pull heads before we get done. So the leaf spring ended up breaking and actually did us a favor. So all we're doing is hanging off that other side and we're ready to pull this damn thing out. Not too bad. Shopping here in the junkyard. Got us a nice 8/8 coming out. We'll be able to gut this when we get home. And this is the flange I was talking about welding on, but we might mess with that another time. I don't know. Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Get out from the inside. But then again.
Is this coming out?
Yeah. This morning I knew I should have grabbed that. I said, no, we should have enough.
Hang on a second. Ow. Look what I can do.
Fucking gas tank.
Right? Yeah, this is more fun when we are here.
Well, I'm waiting. Look what I'm going to do.
Look. Hey, there is a gas tank over here. Smokes a lot.
They popped the hole.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
drained.
Still.
It doesn't matter. The fuel rails, the fuel lines still have fuel in them.
Yeah, we've seen it. Righty, tighty, lefty. I don't know. Ow. I did it again. Dude, that's not funny. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you.
It's funny when it happens to somebody else does.
Yes, I'm doing T-bar rows. I'll be doing this for the next 10 minutes. I mean, for as rusty as this Explorer is, these U-joints, we're actually in really good condition. We got one more bolt there, a couple here. You're gonna see us slide it out. What are you doing? It's a family thing, man. These guys are actually my cousins.
Unfortunately for us.
Family business, veteran owned. Ain't that right, Paul? Yeah. He needed some Aqua. So Fred's gonna try to grab this flange. Like I said, you want to grab the flange that attaches to that 1350. It's a 1350 joint. I'll be damned. We are gonna get the flange. I mean, this could be blasted, but this is the big 1350 joint, like on trucks and Cobras. This is one step up from the Foxbody, which is 1330.
Right, but we can't get it up high enough to get it past the spring.
Watch yourself. There you go. Perfect. Okay. All right, we'll get it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. We knocked it out in what? Hour and a half on a rusty ass Explorer. Axle wasn't too bad to take out. Willing to bet that you know, we want to pull some more axles. That's just gonna be the way it is. It's not too bad. Shit, it's better if I just pull the whole axle than get. It would have took us longer to get the diff and the gears out. Just pull the whole damn axle with a sawzall. Sawzall on a pair of clips and an 11/16 socket and a 1/2 inch.
That's right, Chris, take care. You need a part and pull this place to start.
That's right. There's 40, and I think there's 51. I think I can pull you a couple dollars. So we ended up getting that whole thing for 190, what, $2. I got a spare for the trailer. This is for actually for the black car. And we ended up getting a GT40 intake. That's pretty dope. So we'll get back to the shop and we'll tear it apart and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Good job. Good job. We're gonna go eat at the hot dog shop and then head home. We'll stop and eat, fuel up real quick, hour drive home. We'll crack the diff open to make sure we didn't get something broken. My tag didn't tell me shit, did it? It's crazy how rusted that was. All right, got it home, got it set up. And crack it open real quick, let it drain. Oh, looks pretty good. That's actually pretty good oil too. Can we spin it at all? Or is it just rusty? I'm gonna be tearing this down the next couple videos and getting this stuff kind of gathered. We got some parts that we ordered that's gonna be part of this video too when we get ready to start making it work. 8.8. This is from a Foxbody. This is from an Explorer, obviously. So, but everything we need is pretty much internal. So stick around. We got a lot to do here on the channel, trying to make a 31 spline budget axle for a Foxbody.